you want to get into speedrunning, but finishing the community center is too casual for you. Marriage doesn't have enough RNG, not to mention who really likes Shane anyways. And of course, any glitched run takes too long to complete. Luckily, the best speedrunners, challenge runners, and every other competitive Stardew player worth their salt has a category to compete in with maximum skill and concentration required to show they are top tier at the game. So what is the category? What strategies are there? How can you compete and see exactly where you are on this ultimate skill contest list? The perfect run, of course, then is parsnip%. This is your guide to getting your best times possible. The goals of the run are simple. You need to harvest 1 parsnip as fast as possible. That's it. So let's get into the route, reasons for doing certain things, and optimal strategies. First route we are going with here has some slow strats, but with a complicated run, we need to ensure that you have the basics down before you move on to some more competitive strategies. Luckily, the current patch is the fastest patch available, so there's no need to down patch the game to try and get a faster time. Let's get into it. Day 1 is arguably the second most important day of the run, just behind day 5 where you harvest the parsnip. First thing we need to do this day is move the bed. When we do this, we want to aim for the area closest to the door. This way, the following days, we have a shorter distance to travel when we get back to sleep. While doing this, we also want to optimize our movement to pick up the parsnips from the box that's been left in the house with 15 seeds. Keep to the bottom side of the box so that you are close to the door, minimizing movement to get outside. This is where things get tricky though. Outside, you want to move to the closest available farming space, press the 2 button to move to your hoe slot, hoe that spot, making sure to animation cancel the hoe hit. Next, we want to press 3 to move to our watering can slot, water that spot, again making sure to animation cancel. And then of course you want to press 6 to move to your seed slot to plant the seed. You want to make sure while practicing this run that you are hoeing, watering, and planting the seed in the same spot consistently. We'll get into the reasoning for this later. We now need to use our optimal movement to get back to the bed, moving straight up to the house, up alongside the bed, then into the bed, hitting the Y key to accept the text box and sleep until the second day. Moving the mouse to hit the yes button tends to be a lot slower here. Day 2 is going to be similar to day 1, however, much simpler. This day, all we need to do is move out of the bed, down through the door, press 3 on the way to switch to our watering can slot, water the seeds, again making sure to animation cancel, walk back into the house, into the bed, and sleep until the 3rd day. Again, use the Y key to accept the text box rather than clicking. Sleep. We're going to simply leave the bed, walk out the door, water the seed once again, make sure to animation cancel, walk back into the house, back into bed, and sleep until the 5th day. This is it, last day of the run and arguably the most important. With so few inputs available to use to optimize this day, pathing and movement is the most important here. So make sure to step left out of the bed until you're clear of the bed. Walk straight down out of the house and make sure to avoid getting caught on the side of the door on either side. This day is exactly why you want the consistency. You want to make sure that you know where your mouse needs to be on the screen to hover this spot the minute you've left the bed. Hold right click and walk directly towards the parsnip. You will automatically harvest the crop, finishing the run. So now that you've finished a run, you've practiced a bunch of times and you've gotten a great time, congrats. You've completed your speed run and you found out exactly where you place on the leaderboards. Now you're ready for some crazy strats though. There's some Hail Marys that bring your speed to the next level. The wild seed strat. That's right. Remember when I said marriage doesn't have enough RNG? Wasn't lying. Marriage has nothing on the strategies that are the wild seeds. See, if you go for wild seed strats, the pathing for all 4 days becomes a bit different. It's more about your ability to adapt to the surroundings. You want to look for the closest available weed and hoe that spot. Water it. Place the wild seed you got on a 5% drop. Make sure it's a parsnip on another 33% chance. And then alter your pathing to ensure you are watering that spot instead of the one you have honed your muscle memory to, while also knowing which spots are optimal for planting and don't lose any time in movement. So we're looking at a run that we get a 1.65% chance of completing, assuming of course that the seed moves towards your character and you pick it up. Chasing that seed down loses you precious milliseconds, time you can't afford to give up, making this not only high skill based and sought after, but also luck based as well. Get a good weed spot, make sure you get a seed, have it move in the right direction, And then you have to follow it up with perfect movement and animation canceling. Truly perfect category to test the skill and mental fortitude of those who are looking to hit the peak of Stardew fame and glory. But wait, I said strats plural. What's the second one? What hasn't been done yet that could improve the category further? What secret knowledge do I have that can speed this challenge to the next level? That's right. 1.5 introduced a new farm type which changed everything. Every single farm type has an area of grass surrounding the house that prevents planting seeds. Hilltop literally makes you walk over double the distance from the bed to plant, water, and harvest. But we got the beach farm in 1.5 that changed it all. One tile closer to the door with a chance of spawning a weed on it. It's perfect. It makes day 1, 2, 4, and 5 faster than every other farm type. We save a full tile's worth of movement 4 times over and shave off precious milliseconds, making this the most optimal strat for not only casual players, but the most invested speedrunners of the category. Thanks everybody for watching. This video has been a lot of fun to make. Currently, there isn't a leaderboard for this run. However, if enough people find interested in it, I'm sure the moderators on speedrun.com can be convinced to put it up there. I've left a link to the Stardew Speedrun Discord in the description if you're interested in any other runs. Currently, the community is pretty small and there's not a lot of people doing any of the runs, and there's a ton of categories out there. So if you come in, do a bit of practice, I'm sure you could probably pull world record for a lot of the categories available. I'm looking forward to making some more serious strategies and tutorials in the future. Currently, the only thing holding me back is time and money. So if you'd like to support the content so that I'm able to do more of these and get these out sooner, feel free to like and subscribe. Those help more than you know. As always, thanks for watching and happy farming. Talk to you later.